Welcome to the video. I'm happy today, guys. Released my disaster zones video just a little bit ago. It was really fast to upload this time. It was a 30-minute video or anything, but that's not the thing. I was looking at my YouTube metrics and I saw I'd gained a lot of subscribers. We're at like 73 subscribers, I think. Amazing. I should know. I just checked it, whatever. I just glanced at it. What it was is I saw there was a little thing with the comments that you could look at and everything. I clicked on that and it had all my comments. I didn't even know about that. But yeah, it was my fault. I haven't replied on pretty much any of you guys' comments, and that's my bad. I mean, there's not a lot of comments, but I should have replied. But I made this video because I was scrolling through them all, and they were all encouraging. They were all good and everything. I got like my first feedback. Like some guy was like, "You keep looking around the camera." I was like, or not looking at the camera or whatever, like glancing around, and that is true because I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's my thing. I need to fix that. I do need to fix that. Look at the camera no matter what, even when I'm thinking. I do need to fix that. There are, see, I just did that a little bit. But there were other things like the camera or whatever. I can't fix the camera. He was like, it's restricting your views on YouTube. Probably is, but I can't do anything about that. I don't really have the money, for a better camera right now. I might try to get like a used camera or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, or I try to use my phone and then send it over. I don't know. I don't want to use, my it's kind of hard to get it anyway. There are problems with using my phone to record and everything, but I'm trying to get a new camera in the next couple months. I might use some money from Christmas I got from my grandparents or my grandpa or whatever. But yeah, he mentioned that and everything. But yeah, keep up the good work. Like I got that too. I got someone who was like, I saw you on the Explore page. Like keep up the good work or whatever. Like that's how they saw me and everything. The other one was like, you're so authentic or whatever, and I was like, oh, thanks or whatever. I try. That's really hard on me, to be authentic, like not to like lie to you guys or anything on camera or anything. I think that's like a turning point in my life, like or whatever. It's hard to like be authentic. Like, I try to keep stuff private and everything, but the stuff I do tell you, I try to be perfectly truthful and everything on that. But yeah, that was just like um but yeah, it was just but yeah, the encouragement and everything and keeping up that made me make this video. Because I was like, oh my God, I have to make a video like encouraging you guys. But yeah, thanks for you guys for watching. Tomorrow is my birthday. I did the disaster video right before this and everything. I didn't know if I was going to make another video for my birthday. I guess this is the birthday thing because tomorrow I'm looking at the calendar. Yeah, just to make. I just looked at it's the 14th today, January 14th. Tomorrow is my birthday. Maybe this is like birthday video or whatever. I don't know. I might just release it tonight so I don't have to worry about uploading it or scheduling the upload tomorrow or whatever. Not much has gone on. Today I had to deal with a ton of like insurance stuff and getting my ID. I didn't get all of that and everything. There's a problem. In North Carolina for appointments, it's 3 months in advance. 3 or 4, actually, really, it's 4 months in advance. So I have to do walk-ins no matter what, but there's always like super busy. You got to get there like super early in the morning and leave at like 3 or 4. So it's like a 7, 8 hour wait if you're not appointment based, if they get walk-ins or whatever. So I had problems with that with insurance and all this other stuff and paperwork, all that type of stuff that I had to deal with today. And I didn't get it done after waiting the DMV and all that type of stuff and everything. So that'll be my license. I'll finally be getting my North Carolina license Thursday, other day or whatever. See, that's a big problem. Like, if you want to book appointments, you have to book them like 4 months in advance, 3 or 4 months in advance. Otherwise, you can't book any appointments or whatever. And then walk-ins, there's always a ton of people or whatever. Sometimes they're like, we just don't do walk-ins. There's too many people. It's so BS. And from what I was looking up on Reddit or whatever, or I saw a Reddit post because I was looking up about it or whatever, like they're intentionally like lowering, like not hiring enough people for the DMV and everything and all that type of stuff. Something with the government. I don't know for sure or whatever. I just saw a quick post on it because I was so confused. Like I was like, I've never had this problem. Like 4 or 5 months. That's the only time you let us like, you know, do an appointment. And then if we have to get there, like if we need it really quickly, we got to do like just walk-ins or whatever. And then they might not even accept walk-ins and all that type of stuff. Apparently, I was talking to the insurance agent that I have now in North Carolina, and she was like, "Yeah, it's because of since 2019, the pandemics, they've done the system or whatever, and there's so many people coming in, new people coming in, to North Carolina and everything. But that was crazy today. That was a lot of my time. Plus, I was cooking over there. I made like burgers and everything, and I made so what I also did was this: I ground up some ground beef or whatever, like taco meat if you make it or whatever. Added some cheese and added like 3 eggs, and that'll be like breakfast meat that I'll put on like a toast or like a taco, whatever, tomorrow morning for breakfast. If I don't feel like making breakfast or if I wake up late, I can throw that in the microwave, and then that means I'm not hungry, and so I'm not having to go get lunch, eat out during lunch tomorrow for work. I know I'm working on my day, but that's my birthday. I know it is what it is. It's just I gotta do it. I should have asked for that day off, but then I would have had 3 days off for the week or whatever. Or they might have put me on a day on Tuesday if there's. It's fine. I got today off, the day before my birthday, and tomorrow off, or not tomorrow, but the day after off. Um, yeah, they finally switched my schedule to Tuesday and Thursday again after messing with it last for December. So we'll see how it goes and everything. There is also something that happened to work. I'm not allowed to talk about it. For like 4 weeks. What I don't want to even talk about it on the internet. It's something with work or whatever. I'm not in trouble or anything. But something happened at work and everything. But it's no big deal. We'll move on and everything. But like I said, I can't post it on the internet. Work stuff and everything. I don't want to get fired or get in trouble or anything. They probably would never see the video or anything, but it doesn't matter. I can't talk about it. I guess I'm learning secrecy. Like I can't talk about that. But yeah, I got encouragement. One guy was like, because I was talking about like my goals for this year, and like one of them was like getting a girlfriend or whatever for the first time. And one guy was like, one of my comments, okay, was like, um, and these comments are old because I haven't replied to a lot of them, or pretty much all of them. So a lot of them, like one of them was newer, but a lot of them were like a month, 2 months old. He's like, yeah, don't worry about that. Keep chasing your goals, whatever. Girls, you can wait for girls or wait for girls or whatever. But yeah, but yeah, all the comments were really nice. I got the feedback guy or whatever. He was very nice. That was my first bit of feedback, like I said, but that was amazing. He also says I rant on too much or I yap too much. That's probably true. That's part of the fun of making these videos. I figured out I can't get my another thing that's frustrating me. I can't get my this is attached to the my cards. I have a set of cards. That I use. Let me get those up. Yeah. Anyway, on my desk I have a set of cards. Don't ask. I got a set of cards. But yeah, my this attaches to the wall, which is supposed to be my Ethernet, but it doesn't work. My Ethernet, I don't know if it's the wire because I got them from Walmart or whatever it is. So Ethernet doesn't work, or it's like because it's the Ethernet connects to a port in the wall, so I can never tell like what's happening inside the wall. So it could be my Ethernet cable or my computer, or it could be the cable Ethernet cable. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. It's not a big deal, but that always I don't like that or whatever. It's already 7:47. I gotta go to sleep soon or whatever. These videos take a long time. That's what I wanted to talk about. I realized that I take more time making these videos now. Like my disaster zones video was not like one take. Like I used to do like one take. How am I going? Like but now I'm like more concerned about the video. So I'll do like a minute into the video. I'll be like, oh, I said something wrong, or I don't like this part or whatever. Got to start again, and I'll have like I kid you not, this disaster zones video, I had like 20 takes, okay? And I was like, and then finally I was like, I gotta put my hand down. I was like, I gotta do one final take. Like, I can't keep wasting like hours on this or whatever. You notice the thumbnail too is a little bit different for that one. This one's gonna be a simpler thumbnail, but that video was like a more clickbaity video or whatever. I had the disaster zones equals death spirals at the top. And then I had like a hurricane and a fire, which I had gotten off canvas. That's what I used for my thumbnail. I'm not sophisticated enough to use any like better thing or whatever for thumbnail. Maybe I'll learn better thumbnails. But yeah, that was but I had done that. But that video was pretty good. But it took me like 30 different takes. And each take would be like 2 or 3 minutes long, and then I'd be like, oh no, go start another video, and then I'd say different stuff or try to combine them all and everything. Maybe a better way to do it is like write down my thoughts first. That was just a little theory of mine that I've had about disaster zones, which I've been predicting, and at least we're starting to see the beginning signs, which it could be everything ends up okay in 20 years, 10 years ago, but I wouldn't want to worry about it. But I have that theory. I think in systems, so that was my death spiral equals disaster zones video. I think that's a good thumbnail, and I did like I predicted this or like disaster zone. I predicted these zones last year or whatever, and I was right and wrong because because go watch the video on I was, but I don't want to spoil it, you guys. You guys gotta watch the video. But I just wanted to make this like thank you video for you guys. I know I don't read the comments a lot or what. I'm trying to do better on that. Um, for that for you guys. But I really appreciate the encouragement. That's what makes this channel keep going. I needed that encouragement. That makes me want to create more videos, like create more videos. I want to keep doing them. I'm keeping trying to keep my eyes from moving around or anything. I got to keep them on the camera. I've noticed that. I gotta be better, guys. I'm trying to be better on the cameras. I do that with people too, kind of, because they get bored or whatever or anything, or I'm trying to do stuff. So yeah, I'll work on that. I'll work on like my eye contact with my camera with you guys. Same thing with you guys. I got to get a haircut too because it's been pretty much a month, month and a half, really, or a little bit less than that. But I need to get a haircut and everything. But my job's coming along. I might start. College is delayed and everything, so it'll probably won't be the end of January. I don't think so. Maybe not, but probably February or whatever. I'm keeping on my goals and everything. Other than that, but I gotta start back on working it out because I'm looking at my pull-up bars. But I gotta keep doing that and everything. I gotta start back on that because I've been lazy a little bit. Notice my chest has shrunk a little bit. I noticed that. Maybe it's because I'm insecure about my chest or whatever, or insecure about my physique. I admit it, like you guys, like I'm more confident in my physique. No, not gonna lie or anything. I think I look better than I've ever have. Maybe not as much. I looked better probably like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, because I've stopped a little bit, and so I've lost a little bit of muscle. But like it's not like I used to be where I was like pretty insecure about it. Looking back, I was insecure. But of course, I want a better physique and everything, and I'm insecure. I can be insecure, guys. Okay, no, that makes that's funny. But yeah, I can be insecure a little bit. I know I have really bad eye bags or whatever looking at this camera. I think I do. I don't know. My I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. My narcissism got to me. I guess we can get on to that. I do have a little bit of a narcissistic tendency. Um, for you guys. I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is narcissistic. There are benefits for it. You just don't want to be too much for like you become so consumed by yourself that all you do is stare yourself in the mirror sometimes. But I mean, like sometimes I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, looking good, Tyler, or something, or I look good, or I'm good. I'm going on my am, and I like flex or whatever. I mean, every guy's had to do that, or you guys, most of my viewers are guys. I mean, there was one woman who commented on my bookshelf tour that got a lot of views. My bookshelf. Sorry, I'm moving around. I don't have anything with this video, but my bookshelf tour got a ton of views, like 190. My normal views are like 30 in my videos, whatever. But I got 190, which is amazing. Someone said I should read the Seas. Sorry, I'm called See the Seas of Stars book that I have in my bookshelf. He was like, "That's a great book" or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't even started that one. I got like half the books." And then someone was like, "Oh, I like your taste in books or whatever," and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't even gotten through like half of them. I'm still reading them and everything." It's still a work in progress. That's why I haven't bought any books in a while. I'm trying to slow down because I want to generally read most of my books. I don't want them to just sit on a bookshelf or whatever and just collect dust. I want to go through and read them. That's my philosophy on building a personal library. Maybe I make a video on that. But yeah, I'm just so excited for you guys. See, my last video, the disaster zones, I'm really serious. Like I'm trying to be serious, and I was because it's a serious topic. But this video, I'm just like excited and everything. Yeah, that's because you guys' comments got to me. You guys got. I was talking to a friend or whatever, and I realized that like I don't know should I say this on like it's not a bad thing or anything. What I realized is this. I'm very easily motivated by like nice words or people being nice to me or something like that. I don't know. I think it's because like my upbringing and everything, like because like growing up, in the environment I had. I'm not just talking about my family, but environment I had. I didn't have much friends. I didn't have people who like complimented me much or anything, or who were like just generally kind to me. I was more like I was more, people were more indifferent to me. Okay. But like you guys giving these comments, and I noticed that with my friend or whatever, because like online or whatever, because we were like talking or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, you're so kind," and I was like, "No, you're kind," or whatever, and I got a thing or whatever, and I was just so happy about that. Like, I guess it's, maybe my love language. I've been thinking about it. Maybe my love language is like words of affirmation or whatever they call it. Because I still haven't read that book. I said I was gonna read it, but I still haven't. Sorry, this is like I said, I'm all over the place. I'm just super excited from my you guys' comments. I will be way more motivated now to make these videos because you guys commented and everything. But like I said, I think that's some like introspection for me. I think words of affirmation might be my love language. I don't know. I just realized that like if people treat me nicely, I treat them way nicer, a lot nicer and everything. And I'm kind of, I have like a weakness to like compliments and people who care about me, who say that, or like do stuff that say stuff that like shows they're caring about me and everything. I think that's like super nice or anything. So like thanks for the comments, guys. If you guys commented, I know it's been like a while, like a month, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or some of the comments I commented were like a week away, 2 weeks away. So anyway, thanks for you guys. That motivated me a lot. But what else can I talk about? I've been slacking January, like I said, not just with the fitness over there, with the pull bar. That's what fitness represents to me right now. But other stuff too. I've been slacking. I'm trying to work harder, but work's killing me. I think it's because I'm walking so much every single day, and I'm having to stage everything, dispense stuff. I kind of wish they just let me stage. What I've realized is staging is less mentally draining than dispensing groceries out to people's cars. So like staging is where you organize the orders with the handheld you have that tells them where you go, where they go and everything. You can look up videos on what YouTube online shoppers do and everything. But I think dispensing where you take out people's groceries and make sure it's the right one and then you load it and everything, I think that one is more mentally draining on me than if I'm staging all day for 8 hours. And they haven't put me on staging for a while. So, of course, I'm mentally drained when I come home. So it's a lot harder to do stuff. And of course, I'm waking up late or whatever because I don't have time to cook breakfast because I left my phone by my bed, and so when I wake up, I just turn off the alarm and then roll back in bed till I absolutely know when I have to get up. But I'm trying to wake up earlier, but I need to go to sleep earlier too. I think that's part of it is I'm staying up later. But like I said, that's new aspects of life you've learned about, or some aspects you've learned about me. I'm a little bit of a narcissist. Some days I'm like, I gotta stare myself in the mirror for 5 minutes. That makes me laugh for 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, that's one thing you've learned about me. I'm lazy in January. I'm lazy in the beginning of the year, and then I pick up steam. I think it's because I eventually realize I have a deadline, and then I have to like sprint towards it. And then I'm like, I gotta reach it or whatever. I gotta hit my New Year's resolutions. But yeah, I've realized also I'm kind of a. I think it's like this. I'm a cold person to people I don't know. But if like I'm with someone who like cares about me and everything, and then I'm a lot more open to them. Um, Compared to when I'm with people I feel like don't care about me. I'm more like a silent type when I'm like that. Usually at that I just start running stuff through my head. Um, I did when I was younger had maladaptive daydreaming. I think that's the term. I still think I have that for a degree. The worse my life gets, the more I sink back and do fantasy maladaptive dreaming. Basically, it's where you daydream um, too much and you daydream your dream, your fantasies because your normal life sucks. And I think that's what is with me is if my life sucks, I retreat more into fantasy, web novels, the fan fiction, all that type of stuff, compared to if I'm doing everything right, if I'm working hard, I know I'm reaching towards my goals and I have a purpose. then I am more I'm more grounded in reality. I think that would be the term. And of course, January right now, I would say if I'm on a scale of like 50%, like if it's a scale between grounded in reality versus dreaming in fantasy, maladaptive daydreaming, I would say this month I've been more skewed towards fantasy. And I go through phases on this. I don't mind talking about myself, on YouTube, whatever. Of course, I'm not going to say like super personal stuff, but like I'm not ashamed to admit this. That's one of my flaws. Is essentially as my life sucks, I kind of slowly sink back into fantasy. But if I get my life back on track, I'm working out, I'm eating right, I'm going towards my goals or whatever, and I'm not distracted by reading some fantasy or whatever, then I get myself grounded more in reality. Um, I keep myself in reality. And so your comments grounded me. But I noticed that with people. Back to that. But yeah, I noticed that with people. If I'm with people that I can't feel I trust, um, or like I feel like they're gonna judge me or something, then I retreat back into my indifferent self or whatever. And usually I'm thinking about stuff or whatever, not more about the person, but like different plans or what I'm doing for it, everything. That's what I'm like at work. But also at work, there's music playing, hearing, and my hearing's not the best. So I can't really hear a lot to my coworkers. They can't either because music is playing or whatever in their stage, staging and everything. And you're hearing totes hit the ground or not hit the ground, but hit like the dollies or whatever and everything while you're dropping totes and organizing them and staging them and everything. So it's hard to hear. So it's not just me. But yeah, but with people I can't trust, or I don't think they're gonna judge me, or if they have power over me. Um, Either one. But like on camera, I can say whatever, and it's on the internet. You guys can listen to everything, but there's like a barrier of separation. But yeah, I think I've noticed that. As the years go on, I've noticed more and more about my behavior. Um, I think that's like a good thing as a perspective. I could also be psychopathic. I mean, that's just a thing. I'm able to like look at third person. I mean, we could talk about that. I think humans have a dark side and a good side. I think both sides are useful, and some people might be like, "Oh, you like your evil side, whatever." But I remember in history how useful it was, especially as a man having a dark side. I mean, women do it too. It's not just men, but think of all the conquerors. You can think of how bad war was like World War I, World War II, but think about how much technology increased because of those wars or the threat of war. In the Cold War and everything. So I mean, people have a good and dark side. Um, I like to think of that way. I'm not. I said I'm not. What would be the best term? Um, I don't know, but I think that's everyone has one. Some people like lock up their dark side. Some people lock up their light side. That's what criminals, gangs do, and everything. And then same thing with normal people. Normal people lock up their dark side. Carl Jung says you got to accept your shadow or whatever. You have to accept the dark part of yourself, the person you don't like or whatever. That's why I say I have like a little bit of narcissist with me. I think that's like the dark side. I think also it depends on if I'm venting it or not. So I don't know if I ever talked about this, but um, I do have my light side, my dark side, or whatever. Um, my dark side is normally chained up, I would say, but like I don't chain it up or whatever. You have to like release it sometimes because the best way I can give an example or whatever is this: if you have this dark side of you or light side, whichever one you chain up, if you don't let it up sometimes, eventually the pressure gets too much and then explodes, and then if it's your dark side, you're rageful at that time. I know some people who are like, there is the type of person who usually doesn't get angry, but if you anger them too much, they explode. Okay, and they can't control their anger. It's kind of like that with my dark side. Now, at my previous area of work, when I worked at Whataburger, what I would do is I would mess with the my coworkers. So I'd like mix the bags in front of him or be like, I'm not going to hand you the bag or whatever. Just like playful, fun things, but like something that was teasing, something that was um, not truly malicious, but kind of, I guess, what would be the form? I guess sated the sadistic part of me. I guess that's another dark part of me, is the sadistic part. Like, and everything. But I've accepted both parts, me, light person or whatever. Like, that's why, like, whenever I see, like, the war in Ukraine or whatever, let's say, for example, one part of me is like, oh, we should like stop the fighting and make peace and everything and all that. And like that's the light part of me, like civilians are dying and everything. And then the dark part of me is like keep the war going, like America. We can weaken Russia, who is like the third biggest threat against us. After China. So like, why not do it? Like, why not let Ukrainian citizens and the European nation, a lot of them die because of this proxy war because we can weaken Russia and Russia's the threat after China. Okay, so if we can weaken Russia, that's a good thing. And so like that's like a little bit of my thought process for you guys. Is for that. That's a little bit of like a bonus for you guys. This is like a bonus video for you guys because you guys made me so happy with all the comments and everything. All you guys, all of my subscribers. I say you guys because I mean girls and guys. I know that's like politically you gotta say both of them, but I that's what I mean like in general. That's just how I talk. But yeah, I think that's part of it. You guys got to learn a little bit more about me, and it's already been 26 minutes. Wow. Probably no one's ever going to watch the whole video because I'm just ranting all over and everything. But yeah, you guys got to see some authenticity from me. You got to see a little bit more about me, know a little bit more. You got to see a little bit more about my dark side and all that. I do have a light side too, you guys. A caring person and everything. Um, I've had to like I will have to say that I used to be a lot colder as a person, um, but I've tried to cultivate some amount of warmth in me. And I mean, it wasn't like I was really like a dark person who was like "f the world" or whatever. Like I hate people or any of that. No, I was just indifferent. Um, and then of course I had my dark side too. I think that's a third state you can have is you have the light part of your soul, the dark part of your soul, and then like the indifferent part. And that was me for majority of my life. But I've tried to cultivate a warmer image too, and also in myself, not just for the internet or for the world, but also a warmer reputation for myself. Because I think if you treat people warmer, they'll treat you better. That's why I've tried not to judge people, or at least not say my thoughts out loud, because I know they hurt people and everything. But yeah, that's it. You got to learn a little bit. Of course, I also care about cute things. My light side likes dogs and everything, and puppies and all that type of stuff, and all that. But I think that's a matter of thing. I think living in a society, you either I guess you chain one of the ones of your side of your soul, the dark or the light. I think you can accept both of them, but I think I could. I think I do that. I don't know. Maybe I change my dark side a little bit too much. But I try to be. I try to let it out every once in a while, and just like not malicious, like but like something that's mischievous. I guess like pranks or something like that. Nothing that's like too fruitful or something that laughs or or whatever. I think that's a good way to kind of like vent that instead of like murdering everyone. Serial killer vibe. I don't think I could be a good serial. I mean, I don't want to be canceled. Do you know what's going to happen? Someone's going to take a clip of me like years down the road, and they're going to be like, "Look what Tyler said. He said he'd be a good serial killer," and then use that as like evidence or something like that. Like I could totally see that. Like because that's what a lot of happens to a lot of famous people. I could 100% see that with me. So I don't want to say that, but I think if I wanted to, I would go for it. But like, there's no benefit. I think that's like people say that's like cruel or whatever, like if you compare that. But like for serial killers, they don't get anything out of it. Like if I had to be like a criminal, I would be like a rob. Like I try to get some way to get like a certain amount of money, and then I would just quit. Um, because like it's just like what's the point? I guess it's because of like pleasure and everything, but for me, it'd be like I'd have to worry about if I'm going to be caught and spend the rest of my life in prison. I mean, for some people, that's good for like, I have to be like, it's not like I'm worried that I would. I mean, this is a psychopathic part of me. I don't like if I guess, let's say I was a serial killer. Okay. And I know I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube because, like I said, someone's going to clip it. But like in my emotions, and maybe I could be wrong. I've never done anything like this. So, I say I wouldn't, but like I wouldn't be worried about, oh, I killed this, like guilty wise or anything. I think it would be more like I have to live the rest of my life, worried that the police are going to knock down my door and they found out about me or whatever and everything. I think you say that's a good thing or a bad thing, I wonder. Like, because I know laws are supposed to control behavior. So maybe that I'm a good thing of that because if we were out in the like wild or whatever, I would just kill everyone. I don't know. Like, but I don't think so. Like I said, if I had to be a criminal, what would you guys like think? If you guys had to be like a killer or whatever, or you had to be like some type of criminal, would you be like the robber? But you probably wouldn't tell me or anything because of the internet. You don't want to say your real, thing because it could be traced back to you. But me, like I said, I'd be a robber because after like a certain amount of money, I made enough money, I would just quit the job. And I would rob something that was like really big because like your risk of getting caught over time goes up the more heists you do. So I wouldn't want to do like 100 heists, I want to do like a couple big ones and then dodge, get out and dodge or whatever. But um, that's for you. I don't know. That's the question. What would you guys be as like a criminal, whatever? Like for me, I mean that maybe that's my like I said, I wouldn't like if I murder someone or whatever. Like, but I was like, what would be the point? Like for like pleasure. I mean, that's what a lot of like murderers, serial killers. It's like the pleasure, also being hunted and being on the news and everything. But I'd be like, what's the point? Like it doesn't benefit me in my life or anything. But if I rob someone, like, but it's not worth it because then for me, I'd always be in the back of my mind, like, are they ever going to track me down and then I have to go in prison for 10, 20 years? And I think that's probably the worst part is being in prison that long because the world is changing so rapidly. Just disaster zones. What's going to happen with them? Could I be right or wrong? And like, I'm super curious. So like, I wouldn't have access to the internet. I think if I was imprisoned in like Switzerland or whatever, where they have like comfy cells and access to the TV, internet, I'd be fine. But like, if I'm just I'm an American prison or whatever, like plus the loss of privacy and everything, like, but that's just me. I mean, you guys are different than me. Maybe you guys, I don't know. Maybe I would feel guilty, or maybe I would for a little bit. Now, like, um, life and death situation, I'd like go for it or whatever. Like if it was me versus another guy and there was one fruit left on the island or whatever, when we were on an island there was only enough food for one of us, then like it's you or me, buddy. Like one of us, I'm gonna fight for it. But I think that's just I mean, that's like the primal instinct in all humans, like for survival and everything. At least that's what I believe. Some people are like, no, humans don't fight naturally or something. That's BS. You look at history. So I think that would be anyone. I think that's why Afghanistan or whatever is so violent. They just, why America never conquered them. It's because they have rare resources. They don't have a lot of resources. So it's like, well, you can slave away for 20 years and then someone come by and steal your food that you need for your family or whatever. And then you radicalize and you kill that person to take back your food. And then there's this huge cycle as Naruto would say, if you watch the anime, a huge cycle of hatred. But really, it's a huge cycle of resources where you could slave away for 30 years and then someone could take all that away from you in a day or two and you could do nothing about it. So then you radicalize and fight back or whatever. Or you look around and you see some people making millions of dollars in a day or two, and then you're slaving away for 30 years if we're talking about wealth inequality. And so then you repel or whatever, you take that person's money because you don't think they deserve it. It is what it is. That's a little thing. I don't know. This video is already 34 minutes long. Um, yeah, but I know I need a new camera. That's on next on my list. I fixed my audio, guys. YouTube probably does suppress my video because my video is not the best. Or my video camera isn't the best. Um, I don't have anything else. I've been making some food, but it's been pretty simple. I still haven't made any muffins like I talked about 3 weeks ago or whatever. I was going to make muffins and freeze them. Haven't done that. Haven't baked anything. It just takes a lot of time. Once I get my license and all that type of stuff done, and my car, all that stuff is fixed, I can just focus on that. And the only other big paperwork I have to worry about is taxes in the next couple months. Because thankfully, my income taxes for the state of North Carolina is taken care of. I think I have to file it or whatever, but it's not like I have to save up a certain amount of money and pay, pay what my employee did. No, it automatically is taken out of your paycheck along with the federal income tax. So I don't have to worry about that. I do have to worry about a little bit of capital gains tax because I completely sold, except for about $100, all of my stock that I had. So I sold about $600 or yeah, $600 worth of stock because I had put in originally 500 and it went up to 800 in the last 2 years really. And I hadn't added anything to it. I just put $100 in one sum. But I took out uh, all of it except for like two things. I think one was the general S&P 500 growth stock, and then one of them was my Nvidia stock because I'm just keeping that long term because of AI. I think it's going to do well, and I don't want to sell that. But I sold all the rest, and so I kept all that, and that was the first thing that encouraged me to go through all the hoops to get signed on in Robinhood and all that type of stuff and all that. So that was the Nvidia stock because that's what made me. And of course, I purchased other stock around the way, but I purchased that and everything. So um, I had tried Webull earlier in high school, but they didn't do fractional shares at that time, so I didn't have enough money for any stock. But Nvidia, by the time I did Nvidia like 2 years ago, they did fractional stocks, so I was able to buy stocks with like $100 or something or $10. But yeah, I kept those two, but I got to pull. It's in my Robinhood cash account. I got to pull that back into one of my bank accounts. So I need the money. That's $700. I might use that money for a camera. Um, I think I could get a okay camera with that and everything. Um, and we'll see how it goes. So by then we'll see. I don't know. I might want to save that money for like other stuff too. Uh, but I also got to start looking for a job in the next 2 months. Because it'll take time to get my job. So my accounting job, that'll boost my income up. I might be able to switch my Walmart job to 2 days a week on the weekends, which would be helpful. I found out something in my department or at my Walmart. The online shopping has the most turnover. It's like 250%. So for every person they hire, two and a half people leave, which is crazy. We have the highest turnover in the department. I can see why. It's a hard job. And I found this out. We do the most uh, online shopping out of any of the stores in our area in Charlotte, which is a lot. I don't want to give specifics. They told me how much money online shopping did, but I don't know if that's like secret information or whatever. But we do a lot of online shopping. Like we're the best in the city. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but it's a lot. Like they gave me some numbers because they were doing like a group meeting because we didn't have anyone. They closed the online shopping for 2 days because of the snow and everything. But there was like a little bit of snow. That was another thing. I thought we'd have like 8 inches of snow and everything be covered by snow. No, we got a little bit of snow, like just sprinkling of snow or whatever, and then a lot of ice. Usually we get ice. That's what I've heard in Charlotte. Greensboro, which is 30 minutes away, got like 7 inches of snow. That's what I thought Charlotte would get. But we didn't. I kind of wish I went over there on the day it snowed to just see it and everything. But yeah, I got a little bit of snow. That was kind of nice. I really enjoyed it, and I love the like cloud. Well, it wasn't really cloud. The sky was like a gray, but it wasn't really a gray. It was like a whitish gray, which looked really amazing. Like to me, it was like really romantic, and I think that's because looking back, the only I would say the only time I saw snow except when I was really young. I was like 5 and it snowed once in Florida the last time it snowed in Florida. And there was like snow on our back porch, little bits of clumps of snow. Like we had it today in Charlotte, whatever, when I woke up or whatever. And my dad was like, look, there's snow or whatever. And like he pointed to our porch and that was the only place for snow. But I barely remember that. But when I went to Utah with my family when I was vacationing when we were really younger, and we got to snowboard and everything in the mountains, and that was one of the happiest moments of my life. And so whenever I see snow, that's what I like think of. It's because I've associated the memory of one of the happiest times of my life with snow, that I love snow. I think normal people who deal with snow all the time, they have all these different emotions with it. With me, it's like just a sign. Snow is like a sign of happiness for me. But it's 8:19. I gotta go to bed. So you guys, I'll see you guys Thursday. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do a video on Thursday just for you guys because you guys commented so much and like my videos. This won't be my Thursday video for sure. I gotta think up a Thursday video for you guys, but I don't know what I'll do. But that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm not going to do a crazy thumbnail like I did with my disaster zones video with the like fire and hurricane stuff. Not good emotions either. They're like pretty bad um, things of fire emotion or whatever picture things that you add to thumbnails. Emojis of fire and a hurricane. They're not very good, but I tried my best. But how'd you guys think about the thumbnail? I guess that's the question for the video. Um, that's it for the video. Thanks for you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I always skirt my chair back whenever I'm talking to you guys. But that's it for the video. Oh, sorry, I hit the table. I realized also something too. I love a desk that's like really big because I can have stuff all on it and everything. My desk where I'm with my parents' house or whatever, that's in our room, in me and my brother's room, my twins' room, has like these little square little um, container things that are on top of the desk. So you have like barely any space on top of the desk. This desk is my white board and everything. It's amazing because it has a ton of space. So I can put different stuff like my planner, different notebooks, and my webcam for college, and my recorder right here, my recorder. Um, and my computer and all that. And I can attach wires and my lamp. Now you guys see that makes the lighting a lot better. But that's it for the video. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope you liked it and everything. This was a bonus video for you guys because I loved your comments. I had to make a video, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose sleep on it, but I'll take the lost sleep for it. So my allergies are messed up still because it's January and the weather's fluctuating. But I can't keep talking. I gotta finish the video. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it for the video. I always give the thumbs up because I want to encourage you guys. That's my encouragement. I'm always like my guy from Naruto. That's one of my favorite characters of all time from anime. Also in entertainment so much. Maybe I should make a video on him or inspiring characters because I love Naruto was one of the stories I grew up with. And maybe I might do that. I might do a video. See, I have all these ideas now when I didn't have any ideas before. I might do a video on you guys, and this might be a split thing on Thursday. You guys get a sneak peek if you watch to the end. Is I might do a video on all the characters that inspired me through the stories I've read. So from the stories I've read, which was from in fiction, from like Percy Jackson, Avengers, Harry Potter, um, what else? Star Wars, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Because I am a old school anime. My Hero Academia is one I get inspired from. All the different characters, specific characters. Because like I said, Naruto, Kakashi and Mike Guy are those are one of my two favorite characters from that series, but also of all time. But other stuff too, like from Bleach, like I like Aizen or whatever. So maybe I'll talk about that in the video of all the people who've inspired me, um, and also all the people I don't like. Like, forgive me, example, Harry Potter. I love that series. I grew up on that series and everything. But like looking back, Voldemort was not that great of a villain in logical terms. Like, you know, did all the like weird, all the weird things he did. He could have won way more easily, but he didn't. Um, I have a theory on that. But like I said, that would be another video. So I gotta go for you guys. This is a long video. I didn't think I'd make this long a video, but now I have some ideas for the channel. What are some videos I can do? So thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Here's my encouragement. I've already done this today. I got my red pen and stuff with it. I encourage you. I believe in you. I know you can do whatever you put your mind to. It's just you gotta put in the hard work, like Mike Guy would say. Like hard work beats genius or whatever. I love that character. But thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. I had to do some pull-ups. I gotta take a shower, do my skincare, all that type of stuff. I'm already running late. Thankfully, I made breakfast for tomorrow, so I can just wake up and throw it in the microwave. So I can wake up a little bit later. Um, we'll have to see how that goes. But thanks you guys for watching. I shall see you another day. Um, thanks for watching to the end, because most of you guys don't. I know you guys. I know you guys. Most of you guys don't watch my end of my videos. You guys don't want to do it. I understand, but if you did, or you skipped all the way, then congratulations. You got a little bit of a sneak peek for another video idea. Or maybe it will never come to fruition. That was my leadership video. I'm not afraid to admit my flaws. Like, I did that leadership video where I was like, I'm going to do a video on leadership, and I never did. That's in the infinite backlog. So don't trust my promises on that too much on YouTube, because I never 100% can do everything for it. But I don't know. Today I was more honest than I've ever been. It's not like I'm not honest to other videos, but I I keep some stuff secret, like romantic stuff, or some stuff I keep secret too, like some personal stuff. Um, but I talked about my dark side and everything. And personally, I told you a little bit about myself, like I'm a narcissist, a little bit. Don't like at work. I can't keep talking on, but at work, sometimes I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay, you guys. Sometimes I'll be walking by and we have like these freezer doors, and while I'm staging and everything, we have like the freezer and the fridge, these big fridges and big freezers or whatever, and you put the groceries in, and you can kind of see your reflection in black and white. Through the like window into it or whatever. So sometimes I'll be like walking by the like freezer or whatever with a cart, and I'll look like the side to like see myself in the mirror or whatever, and I'll be like looking good, Tyler, or whatever. I'll be like, do I look good or whatever today? Because I care about my appearance. I guess that's a classic thing about narcissism. You care about your appearance, or you want to look good. Or I don't know. Maybe it's just like if you take care of yourself, you want to look good to other people. I don't know. But that's I don't want to keep going on. It's been 47 minutes. Thanks you guys for watching. I shall see you guys on Tuesday. Should this be like the thumbnail? Like me like that or whatever? Or like a confident pose? Like, I don't know. I don't want to move the camera or whatever because I was gonna be like, no. But you can see I'm in a happy mood today. You guys' comments made my day. Just think of that. You guys made my day, but also made my week and my month. You guys have motivated me to work harder on myself because then I can have content for you guys. I remember talking about in earlier videos where I do more stuff in the real world and then I can talk about it on YouTube. I haven't been doing that the last month or two. Um, and so I think I need to be doing that more, so I can talk more about myself and I can become more grounded in reality because I was talking about that earlier in the video. But that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I shall see you guys next on Tuesday, on Thursday, not Tuesday, Thursday. Don't quote me on. It's hard to be promises. Some stuff I don't get to, especially on Thursday. I'm going to be in the DMV for the entire day because I got to get there early, sign in, walk in appointments, and then it might take 6 hours before they get to me, even if I arrive 2 hours early or something. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Thursday. Have a fantastic week. Thanks for all the support for you guys. I appreciated it, honestly. That's why you're getting this bonus video. I've said everything for the video. I can't keep repeating stuff. I like to go on and on. He is right on that, my feedback. I do like to go on and on. But thanks for you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye. Give you the thumbs up again.